So, you've yet to basically see any of my, space-related, videos that are going to be coming out, but this will be the first one. It's going to be a quick showcase for Star Trek Armada. Oh, didn't load there. Let's try again. And I'll note that it's this is a game that's very old, so expect problems like that, but whatever. Anyhow, we're just going to jump through the first few missions here of the Federation. And I think I'll give a nice little overview of basically what this game's all about, so let's jump into premonitions here.
Captain's log, stardate 53550.8. With the Dominion War over and matters stabilizing in the Alpha Quadrant, the Enterprise is helping to re-establish an outpost in the Barisa sector. Though we are not expecting any conflicts, there have been rumors of renegade Dominion ships in the area who have refused to accept the Dominion-Federation Treaty. The Enterprise is being sent to protect the outpost should any hostilities arise.
I don't think this is very much akin to a Warcraft or StarCraft type mission, but whatever. We have to build a star base, build a mine station, and have our hero ship to survive, so
Acknowledged.
let's get underway.
A prudent course of action.
I'll build our mine station first here.
Armed and ready.
Let's move these guys over here.
Armed and ready.
I'll note these individual ships basically have an Akira class, a second Akira class,
All sections report.
and USS Enterprise E, a Sovereign class. You can see their crew complements and stuff like that, so you can see what they're all about. Here's a Federation vessel. You see the analysis and stuff like that. Its weapon control is basically online, as well as its sensors. It's got life support. It's got engines. It's got a shield generator.
Armed and ready. Helm, new course heading.
And it's basically an RTS game for Star Trek.
Helm,
Here's some asteroids, by the way. They're basically a blockable terrain.
Complete.
alter course.
Let's get up over here.
Request.
There's our dilithium freighter, by the way. He basically mines up the dilithium for us.
Adjust heading.
Here's a nebula, by the way.
Armed and ready.
You fly into it, you'll basically take damage. Or not. I thought you did. Oh yeah, there we go. A little bit of damage.
Reroute all auxiliary power to the engines.
All sections.
Well, this guy's really taking damage. Now, note by the way, in this game, essentially how it works is that each of the ships have their shields and stuff like that, and this is what this bar here basically indicates, is their shields.
All sections report.
They also have hulls as well, by the way, too, so
Adjust heading. Helm, new course heading.
basically, the shields go down first and then hulls go after. Lots of dilithium. You see how much dilithium is basically left, much like StarCraft, StarCraft or Warcraft.
Requesting additional personnel.
You can do this if you want to. Get some more people on here. I'll note that in this game, basically there's two resources. There's dilithium as well as personnel. It's kind of akin to a Command & Conquer game. They basically have one resource for mining and stuff like that. But you also have a second resource, the personnel, which is basically it's like something that's slowly build up over time.
All sections on standby. All sections on standby.
Is almost built.
Captain,
Station
sensors
complete.
are picking up Dominion attack ships heading this way.
Alright, so we have the main attack ships to deal with.
Station construction commencing.
Let's build up a little bit over here.
Captain, the Dominion ships are powering their weapons.
Go to red alert.
So yeah, we have some Jem'Hadar around.
Helm, new course heading. Helm, new course.
Let's go hunt them down, I guess.
Fire, full burst.
And I looked at it as like you take like they take damage, or like, you know, after like their shields go down, they like start to like, you know, hold damage and stuff like that.
Armed and ready. Adjust heading.
That's how basically like, you know, the you know, just work in this game.
Armed and ready. Helm, new course heading. Armed and ready.
Stay away from Nebula.
Alter course. Alter course. Adjust heading.
Now, if you want, you can also try and transport people over here to like capture these ships as well. But we'll do that a little bit later. These guys are sweet ships.
Adjust heading. Armed and ready. Armed and ready.
Oh, there we go.
All sections on standby.
Enemy engaged.
Armed and ready. All sections on standby.
It's blowing up slowly.
Alter course. Alter course. Armed and ready. Adjust heading. Fire all weapons. Armed and ready.
Is there any more?
All sections on standby. Adjust heading. Helm, new course heading. Alter course.
More asteroids around here.
Alter course. All sections on standby.
Now, note that different nebulas do different things, so
All sections on standby.
if I go in here, you'll notice like the shields and sensors go down. So purple is basically, you know, they don't hurt your ship basically, but no, they like, you know,
Helm, new course heading.
prevent you from having shields and stuff.
Helm, new course heading.
Enemy engaged.
Captain, the area is secure from Dominion ships, but I am reading some strange temporal distortions in the area.
On screen.
We are receiving a Priority 1 distress call.
On screen.
This is Captain Thaddeus Deming of the USS Premonition. We are under attack by the Borg. To any ships in the area, this is the USS Premonition.
Sir, we lost the transmission.
Data, locate the origin of that transmission and lay in a course.
Alright, so save the permission from the Borg. We start to get into the juicy bits of this game basically now.
Alter course. All sections on
Up here we have the premonition who's badly damaged. They basically have no sensors, their engines are out, and they got no weapon control. And two Borg spears are attacking them. With their lovely spear names.
Armed and ready. Fire, full burst.
This slowly takes this guy out.
Captain, we are receiving a hail from the Premonition.
On screen.
The legendary Captain Picard. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Captain Deming, you and your ship do not appear in the Starfleet database. Do you have an explanation for this?
That is because it does not yet exist. I've come from the future to warn the Federation of an impending Borg invasion. We must act quickly if we are to stop them.
Captain Deming, Starfleet has strict regulations which prohibit tampering with the current timeline. I have no intention of...
Captain! Within the hour, the Borg will attack and assimilate Starbase 612. Its destruction was marked as the first step in the Borg invasion that eventually took over the Alpha Quadrant. Picard, where I come from, the Federation barely exists. Vulcan, Bajor, Kronos, Earth, they're all assimilated planets. This is our last hope, Captain. If you don't help us, the Alpha Quadrant will fall to the Borg.
Very well, Captain. I will pursue this matter. Lieutenant, send a message to Starfleet Command informing them of our situation. Ensign Lucetti, set a course for Starbase 612. Engage.
Alright, so that's basically the first mission for, like, you know, premonitions there. Let's go to Paradise Revisited next. Now, no problem if you play like these, like, you know, from the start. Usually they, like, you know, just continue on in order after that, but, you know, obviously I played with these, I had a failed recording and, you know, I had to do them over again. Paradise Revisited. And there's the USS Avenger.
Acting Captain's Log, Ambassador Worf commanding USS Avenger. I have been temporarily reassigned from my duties on the Klingon home world to mediate a situation developing in the Bakru system. Starfleet has given me command of the USS Avenger to deal with any hostilities that may arise. This is Ambassador Worf of the United Federation of Planets. Your presence here is a violation of Baku space. Your ships are ordered to leave the area immediately.
This space belonged to us long before the Federation came. We have come to reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Any hostile action you take on the Baku will be interpreted by the Federation as an act of war.
Very well, Ambassador.
Sir, they've raised their shields and are powering up their weapons.
Battle stations.
Alright, so here we're going to have a defensive scenario. I'm going to get to show you off something very interesting. So we got basically defend a starbase from the Sora, and Worf wants to survive the battle.
Enemy engaged. Station is under attack.
Now, note by the way, you can actually like capture enemy vessels in this game, where you basically like, you know, use like your ships basically to like, you know, essentially like transport like personnel over to like the other vessel to try and take them out. So right now this guy's basically under like, you know, he's got no shields right now, and as a result of that, basically like, you can try and take over vessel like, yeah, as you are right now. Let's get one of these built. Now, note by the way, like, you know, different factions will have like, you know, different like results basically for like, you know, how well they basically do with it at like, you know, takeovers like this. I'll note that the Federation aren't bad about taking over enemy vessels, but you know, some factions like say the Romulans and the Cardassians, they have like very weak troops, so you know, they're a lot easier to basically take over. While I say like Klingons are very, very hard. There's let's take over this guy's ship. Last few personnel being killed off.
Awaiting orders.
And there we go. So now I'm gonna build a constructor ship. We're already building it, but whatever. This guy's slowly getting healed up and all that, but that's fine.
Prepare the docking bays.
There's my construction ship. We'll just build a mining station off him.
A prudent course of action.
Put that over there.
Give the word.
Requesting additional personnel.
And yeah, I'll see like, you know, the personnel resource basically drain from here, but fill up here.
Station is under attack.
Again, these are weak ships. I don't really care about them, but whatever.
Standing by.
And yeah, I'll note that this starbase, by the way, this is like your home, like, you know, headquarters type of building, but you know, it can actually defend itself in this game because, you know, starbases, they're, you know, defensive structures basically in this game. Or like, you know, any like, you know, Star Trek iteration of, you know, of stuff.
Give the word.
Almost fully crewed this guy back up again, so that's nice. It takes a while to recruit people, but whatever.
Station is under attack.
Oh, these are pulse cannons that are like used to defend yourself.
Station complete.
Oh, there's shipyard. Let's try and capture this guy's ship if I can.
Reroute all auxiliary power to weapons.
Enemy engaged.
I sort of like blew those guys up and wasted my troops doing that, but whatever. He's kind of like, you know, still firing my thing there because, you know, I still have weapons.
Requesting additional personnel.
That's the thing, right? They can still fire if they have their weapons, so...
Confirmed, Starfleet.
Give the word. Awaiting orders. Steady as she goes.
Let's get this guy up here.
Station is under attack.
Yeah, I'll note that trying to capture these guys is difficult because, you know... They run out of, like, you know, their things so quickly. Oh, I think we captured this guy. Oh wait, he didn't. It's still going down. Oh, this guy's got like no life support, so basically like he's losing people that way. That's why it's happening there.
Awaiting orders.
There's our ship captured. Let's put this back online. These guys actually repaired the ship, by the way, so let's just do that right now.
Starship construction commencing.
Set a new course.
I hope we actually have an adventure class over here, which is basically a scout over here, so... You know, scout's basically our famous game.
Give the word. Give the word.
Enemy engaged. Station is under attack.
Yeah, very hard to capture those ships.
Set a course for the nearest repair facility.
Energize.
Oh,
Armed and ready.
there we go, just damage him a little bit.
Starship complete.
Set a course for the nearest repair facility. Set a course for the nearest repair facility.
Ambassador, sensors are picking up 6 additional Sonar ships in the Briar Patch.
See, I go eliminate basically.
We cannot allow the sonar to destroy this outpost.
Space is telling me at this point to go find and kill him, basically, so we'll do that in a moment. We're just going to repair all these ships here. That's something I liked about this game, by the way. Essentially, it's got, like, you know, an interesting take on, like, you know, real-time strategy mechanics. You basically have, like, you know, well, essentially, like, ships that you can capture and, like, you know, have captured. You have, like, you know, like a crew personnel, which basically use, like, to repopulate these people.
Standing by.
If you go into like these guys like ships like oars and stuff like that, you can basically set them like to be like, you know, patrol, scout, search and destroy, so some very basic stuff. You also decommission them if you want to. That's how you can make money from them if you want to. Basically capture and sell ships that you don't need.
Armed and ready.
Now I basically try to capture people like, you know, these ships and they don't have much personalities like smaller ships, but whatever.
Armed and ready.
Alright, I think that's everyone. I have no idea where Worf is right now, but
Battle stations.
he's around somewhere.
Warp receiving.
Nope, there's Worf.
Lay in a new course.
That's his Avenger.
Make a note in the log.
Although his Avenger's a little bit bigger than the other one, so he's a little bit hard to like miss, but whatever.
Prepare the docking bays. Follow my lead.
Let's move these guys over here. I'll note they can only select up to a total of like 8 ships at once, so we'll just take these guys out for a spin.
Awaiting orders.
All sections on standby. Helm, new course heading. Helm, new course heading.
We're just going to avoid, going to the storms where we can.
Alter course. Adjust heading. Helm, new course heading. Helm, new course heading.
Let's look around for them.
Helm, new course heading.
Oops, someone, lost their shields because they went in there by accident.
All sections on standby. All sections on standby.
Green Nebula's I don't think hurt you too much, by the way, so...
New course heading.
Yeah, these guys aren't perfect by way of the navigation, but whatever.
Alter course. Armed and ready.
Look around here a little bit.
Helm, new course heading. Alter course. All sections on standby. Helm, new
Where are these ships?
Adjust heading. Alter course. Fire.
Oh, there we go.
Enemy engaged.
All sections on standby.
I was gonna try, but oh well, we missed.
Alter course.
They're dead.
Armed and ready. Helm, new course heading. All sections on standby.
Yeah, these little ships, die pretty easily, so...
Station is under attack.
It's just hard to capture these ones.
Ambassador, incoming message from Admiral Hawthorne.
Worf, we need you to return to Kronos immediately. The Enterprise has just informed us of a potential Borg invasion. If it is true, we're going to need you to rally the support of the Klingon Empire.
I understand. I will make sure Chancellor Martok and the Klingons are ready to assist the Federation. Warp out.
I'm gonna do one more mission basically after this, and you'll get to see, another style mission that, usually plays out in this game. Like, first we had, this is simple, sort of enter a space, sort of expand it, take over it. There was a basic defend mission right there. This mission here, Vendetta, is basically a chase mission. Commando type of mission, so to speak.
Acting Captain's Log, Stardate 53551.6. I am taking the Avenger through the Icolis Expanse. Though it is a treacherous area of space to navigate, it should reduce the voyage back to Kronos significantly. Toral.
Twice before, you lacked the courage to kill me, Worf. You will not live long enough to get another chance. Nor will you be able to see me take my seat as ruler of the Klingon Empire.
You have no claim to the Klingon throne, Toral.
That is where you are wrong, Worf. You see, I have found the Sword of Kalis, and he who wields the sword rules the Empire.
That is impossible. You cannot have found the true Sword of Kalis. Only I know where it lies.
And that is why you must die. Once I dispose of you, there will be no one to dispute my claim.
Toral, if there is any honor in you, you will call off this Ormong before it tears the Empire apart. The Borg have returned, and this time, for us all.
It does not matter. I will not be stopped now. Not by you, Chancellor Martok, or the Borg. I have waited years for this day. Your death will be forever marked as the first step of my ascension to the Klingon throne.
The Avenger is no match for a Negvar battleship. We will have to evade them in the Icolis expanse. We must get to that wormhole.
See, I'll note that basically we're trying to run from these guys over here.
Enemy engaged.
And I will note that we are, like, you know, faster in this ship here, so that's the idea here.
Helm, new course heading.
We're faster than them, so...
Engines to full. Helm, new course heading.
Only a Birds of Prey can really keep up.
Engines to full. Helm, new course heading.
Let's get going this way.
Impulse power. Impulse power. Impulse power. Set a course. Set a course.
There's some moving mine, you know, not mines, but, you know, asteroids.
Impulse power.
So asteroids are basically a barrier in this game, but, you know, sometimes they move. Make them like a moving barrier.
A new course. Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Helm, new course heading. Set a course.
Yeah, we're still being chased, by the way, so that's a thing.
Course. Lay in a new course. Lay in a new course. Engines to full. Lay in a new
We're just gonna quickly capture this ship over here.
Take control of the derelict.
Yeah, that's the thing in this game. We can actually, like, you know, use, like, your guys to, like, you know, board our vessels.
Energize.
Enemy engaged.
Lay in a new course.
We're just gonna escape now, these guys.
Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Helm, new course heading. Helm, new course heading. Set a course.
Still trying to chase me, you know.
Helm, new course heading. Engines to full. Engines to full. Helm, new course heading. Engines to full. Helm, new course heading.
Ambassador, Toral and his ships have broken off pursuit. I'm also picking up high levels of radiation. It seems to be emanating from this derelict station.
Perhaps eliminating the source will dissipate the radiation.
Just blow it up with a few mines.
A true warrior never retreats.
But it is like a special powers thing, so you, like, you know, drop them off to kill stuff.
Today is a glorious day for battle. Warp receiving. Set a
Change
course
heading.
for the next wormhole.
Change heading.
Here's one of these, like, we destroyers, by the way, from the German Higher. We basically were finding an initial mission. For some reason, it blew up there, okay.
Lay in a new course.
Well, I was going to use it to, like, you know,
Full.
help me out, but whatever.
Helm.
Guess we won't.
Course heading. Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Impulse power.
Ah, here's a Marauder.
Helm. New course heading. Lay in a new course.
Frank and Mars are pretty powerful, by the way.
Lay in a new course. Get us out of here.
So it's a cool little ship to find.
Helm. New course heading. Set a course. Engines to full. Impulse power.
Don't think there's anything around here, so let's just, like, drop into the wormhole.
Set a course.
Now, note that basically ships have, like, special abilities, and, like, you know, you basically saw, like, the defined special ability of, like, its mines here.
Engines to full.
If you use, like, the Marauder, it basically has its own special ability where, like, you know, it'll basically grab stuff with its, like, little beam here.
Enemy engaged.
Get us out of here.
So now it's going to drag this with us.
Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Engines to full. Lay in a new course. Helm. New course
Sir,
heading.
sensors are detecting an abandoned starbase behind the nebula.
Prepare an away team and begin recrewing and repairing the base.
So we're just going to basically, like, you know, take over space now.
Lay in a new course. Ready for battle. Prepare an away team. Energize.
These guys basically repopulate a little bit. You guys just go repair. But once you, like, take these, like, over, like, you no longer basically, like, you know,
Change heading.
tractor beam anymore, because basically it's you're on your side under its own power.
of here. Maximum warp. Set a course for the nearest repair facility.
Let's build up a few Defiants. Now I want to be very careful like your crew because, you know, it is something that basically depletes over time, so... Or it doesn't deplete, but, you know, you only get, like, you know, it back very, very slowly.
Make a note in the log.
So I just want to save those, like, personnel for building ships is a thing, right? So...
Complete.
You look at this here, basically, we need, like, 200 Dolphin to basically build this up. 80 crew and 3 officers, so... Officers... Crew...
Long-range sensors are detecting
Lithium.
3 Klingon ships incoming.
Impulse power. Get us out of here. Maximum warp.
Well, my Starbase's doing battles here for most part, so... Here they come.
Enemy engaged. Unable to transport.
I might actually capture one of these. It's very hard to capture bird of prey, by the way, because they're, like, you know, so small.
Detecting 3 more Klingon ships incoming.
Understood.
Warp receiving. It is a great day for battle.
Let's get a few more personnels here. Didn't capture that one. Oh yeah, I'll note that bird of prey aren't exactly, you know, too strong, but whatever. Some of those bird of prey is over here now.
Complete.
By the way, I'll note that this is actually my bird of prey, but, you know, basically, like, you know, somehow someone blew up its, like, you know, its shields, I guess, before, like, it repaired, I guess, so... Oh well. Now, I will look up if you want to, you can decommission stuff at, like, you know, think like shipyards and stuff like that, but, you know...
Helm. New course heading.
Whatever, let's just keep going.
Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Helm. New course heading.
We have a nice little attack fleet, by the way, at this point, so...
To full. Lay in a new course. Set a course.
That'll be fun.
Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Set a course.
Now, if I recall, there's basically a Klingon ship somewhere around here, so let's just look around for it.
Lay in a new course. Impulse power. Set a course. Helm. New course heading.
Oh, there we go.
Lay in a new course.
There's a Vorsha class.
Status report.
Enemy engaged.
We're just going to drag him back here, I think.
Armed and ready.
I got the time basically to do this, so why not?
Adjust heading.
And yeah, I'll notice like they start maintaining momentum, the ships. So this guy's basically going this way because, you know, somebody made through the asteroid field, I guess, without dying, and, like, you know, now it's just drifting off into space. Well, you know what probably happened? The life support didn't repair it fast enough for him basically to, you know, fix it, these guys, unfortunately. That's what probably happened. Okay, you're gonna go repair.
Shipyard.
Might as well have you do it as well.
Armed and ready.
These guys, of course, have the special ability of cloaking, so if you want to basically cloak your ships, here's one that can do it.
Armed and ready.
Let's get this guy up there.
Status report.
Usually this is what happens in these command missions, you're like sort of like just making do with what you got, basically, to, like, you know, get to where you need to go.
All sections on standby.
Insufficient dilithium.
Well, we can't upgrade our officers this time around, but oh well. And yeah, Pathfinder for this game always sucks sometimes, whatever. They're just gonna slowly make their way over here. Alright, we got 8 ships.
Impulse power.
So, let's see how it goes.
In a new course. Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Helm. New course heading. Get us out of here. Maximum
Some birds of
warp.
prey up here, I believe.
Today is a good day to die.
Enemy engaged.
Today is a good day to die. Reroute all auxiliary power to weapons.
There we go.
Impulse power.
Acknowledged, Starfleet.
That guy's shields took a bit of a hit there, but whatever. He's fine.
Impulse power. Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Set a course. Impulse power. Set a course.
Let's just stay away from this.
New course. Helm. New course heading. Set a course. Lay in a new course.
Yeah, I can see like he's bumping against the asteroids, these guys here, because, you know, asteroids.
Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Impulse power.
There we go.
Lay in a new course.
Made it past the asteroids.
Impulse power. Impulse power. Set a course. Engines to full.
Let's go over here.
Impulse power. Impulse power.
Well, I can like see like special abilities you basically have here if like you have multiple ships collected, so you basically it's a nice little feature if you basically have like use special abilities in this game.
Impulse power.
You know what? I can actually recapture the ship I want to.
All sections on standby.
Let's use a Marauder.
Standing by.
Yeah, the slice system wasn't fixed up this guy, so there we go. Alright, this guy can also cloak because it's a bird of prey, so
Ready for battle.
bird of prey does his thing.
Battle stations.
Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Impulse power. Helm.
Over here we'll have our friends, by the way.
Impulse power.
You will not escape me this time, Worf.
Enemy engaged.
Lock all weapons. Today is a good day to die. Today is a good day to die.
Fire all the anti-matter mines at him.
You have not seen the last of me, Worf.
Engines to full.
We'll leave him alone now.
Set a course.
Change heading. Make a note in the log.
Admiral, Taral, leader of the House of Duras, claims to have found the Sword of Kahless. He is planning to use it to take control of the Klingon High Council. If he succeeds, the Empire will be thrown into chaos. They will be unable to support the Federation against the Borg.
Starfleet cannot interfere with internal Klingon politics, but we need their support. You are closest to the situation, Worf. What is your assessment?
Sir, I suspect Toral's sword is a fake. I know where the true sword lies. If I retrieve it and return it to Chancellor Martok, Toral will have no legitimate claim to the Klingon throne.
Very well, Worf. I am giving you a field commission of captain. The Avenger is yours to command until further notice. Proceed with your plan.
Understood, Admiral. Worf out.
I'll note, by the way, that, there is a lot of it's, sort of, space opera type of thing in this game, but whatever.
We found it, sir.
Excellent. Beam the Sword of Kahless on board and send a message to Chancellor Martok, informing him that we are on our way.
So there's the Sword of Kahless. Anyhow, that's basically the first few missions, basically, of Star Trek Armada here. And, there's a little bit more basically to show off. Basically, I believe, if you play, in, the multiplayer missions, they play, instant action. We basically have, like, derelict ships basically appear, because, you know, that can happen where, like, you know, your ships basically can, like, you know, have their life supports go cut out, and basically, like, you know, as a result of that, like, you know, all the people die on it, and then, like, you know, they're just left derelict. You have, like, say, like, Frame Mars come around, like, you know, from off screen, basically pick them up, like, take them, you know, off screen. Nice little way to basically clean up the battlefield. But anyhow, that's basically Star Trek Armada. And I might come back to basically do, like, some more, like, you know, for it, but for now, this is going to be a simple showcase video, and until, like, you know, I basically do come back, you know, that'll be all it is. So, that's it for now. Take care.